Hey guys, we've got some new data coming in that is pointing towards the actual delivery or sales data for some of our favorite EV companies out there in China. And please keep in mind, this data is from an anonymous blogger, if you will. This is from a Chinese website or Twitter equivalent, Weibo actually. And so, take this data with a grain and pinch of salt, although in the last couple of weeks it's been quite accurate from what's been reported. And so, well, let's dive into these numbers and still keep in mind that this is not one-on-one transferred into deliveries and actual sales data, but rather license plate data collected, so there can be a significant time lag. Also, keep in mind here, for example, this one is week 1 till week 4 for almost September. So it's starting, this type of data is starting in August, actually, 29th of August. And we've reports for Li Auto, NIO, Xiaopeng, Tesla, among others, but these are the ones that are picked for now. And what you can see basically is that, let's start with something positive for Tesla shareholders. So Tesla is coming back with a big bang here, 23,000 cars being getting a license plate, I should say, in week 4, so until 25th of September, if this data is correct. 9,500-ish being Model 3s, and the rest will be Model Y. I don't have more accurate data for the rest of the time here, but maybe I can find out with some other sources later on. But that's it for now. So the issue has been for Tesla that in the first week of September, basically delivered more than 15K. And then we had this drop in week 3. And that was, I also did this video about Tesla possibly doing some price rebates. We've seen they've done something with the insurances, like some discounts there. And you always have, of course, this kind of demand question. I'm not questioning whether Tesla has demand or not. I think rather because of a positioning aspect, I think over time Tesla will possibly cut prices. But anyways, people were kind of worried possibly about Tesla's demand and deliveries for this quarter. And I think with the 23,000 coming back now in week 4, that's looking rather good here. So now back to a shift onto local deliveries. So all of these license plates are local China deliveries, of course. And also, like I mentioned before, I think week 3 was possibly impacted due to the Mid-Autumn Festival. So for Tesla, looking good there. Total so far almost 72,000 cars with a new license plate. Then let's look into our NIO. NIO was also not doing so well, but actually 1 week earlier, week 2, only 1,600 delivered, while going very strongly into September, coming together also a little bit with this ET5 bus, so doing very well back then. And then third week also already showing improvements here, while, for example, XPeng was still declining. So XPeng actually rather flat here, has now in total only delivered or license plate for 7,500 cars, while for NIO it's already more than 9,000, and in this week also coming back stronger again with 2,844 vehicle license plate. By the way, of which 900 are ET7. And if you look into the previous weeks, unfortunately, I don't have more data here for the other models, but just looking at the ET7, and we knew there were some casting issues, right, for the ET7 specifically already in August. And now it seems like they're on track to actually ramping this. Let's have a look how many we got in this month so far. More than 2,300. Well, we already had, I think, 1 month that was higher than 4,000. So maybe they can double this. That would be great to give this month a final ramp there. Speaking of that, the upper guidance of NIO for Q3 was around 33,000. And that would mean that they need to sell 3,200 cars more in this last remaining days, on top of these 9,000 cars being delivered so far. And that would make the meeting of the upper guidance. There's also, of course, also the lower guidance. So even if they are staying below 3,000 in the last couple of days. They may actually be within the range of the guidance, but usually NIO is kind of meeting the upper range there, and that brings NIO to the front here, even higher than Li Auto, which has also been flat in the last 2 weeks. So the L9, the latest model, is now taking over. More than 2,500 cars actually delivered by now, and yesterday they actually brought down their guidance, also possibly raising some fears about the whole sector. Guidance down to only 25,500 cars, but as they have already delivered close to 9,000, that means in the last couple of days they only would need to get license plates for around 1,500. So that seems very doable to meet this new guidance. However, if you look between Li Auto and NIO here, NIO used to be lower than Li Auto on the quarterly deliveries, but it seems like they have a good chance of actually outperforming Li Auto there, and even XPeng by the looks of it right now. We'll see. Some positive side from XPeng there is that finally the founder bought some more shares, so that was also good news for the whole sector, I would say. But so rather, to me, it looks like these data points here are rather healthy here. By the way, I also just made a video, a tweet, and follow me on _MM85 on Twitter if you want, about consumer strength or the consumer confidence in China being the highest globally right now. That's certainly not the impression that you get when reading financial newspapers, Western media, and FinTwitter, right? FinTwit. But that's the case, and I think these data points here are quite healthy so far. Although, of course, we'll see if they can go through this. The Li Auto here is definitely hinting at some supply chain issues, and we had lots of these in this year, so never call it a day before it's actually done. Anyways, that's it for now. That's the data and how I interpret it. For NIO, looking quite good there as well, in my point of view. Let's hope for a nice bump also with some ET5 deliveries starting now. Yeah, that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a like and share it and a comment. That would be helpful, and consider to become a patron to support this channel. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.